Welcome to my channel.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Tia Topics. I am Tia, and today's topic is hair. So today I'm going to be touching up my roots with some bleach, and then I'm going to be applying a new color. Then I'm gonna style. For bleaching purposes, the things that I'm going to need is
Bleaching powder, 30 volume developer, gloves, brush, whisk, and a bowl.
For styling purposes, I'm going to be using quite a few things. The things that I'm going to need are
Virgin bundles in the color 613, length 14 and 18. Braiding hair, needle and thread, gold string, argon oil, got to be glue, spritz, Murray's edge booster, hair wrapping paper, wide tooth comb, tail comb, brush, straightener, blow dryer.
Alright, so now we know everything that we're gonna need for this style. Let's get started.
Okay, so as usual, I shake my product, pour it into the mixing bowl, then put the bleaching powder. I used the whisk, and I did not like this because it caused too much air and it was really frothy. So I had to keep adding more powder. Then I switched over to the brush because it just wasn't getting the texture that I wanted. Had to add more powder, and then I finally was able to achieve this. Next up, I separate the short hair from long hair, and I start in this area because this is the darkest area. I apply some bleach, a very thin layer, to the darkest areas I can find first, and then I move on to the other areas. This side didn't have that many dark spots, so I didn't have to put as much bleach there. Then I moved back to the other side after it processed for about 5 minutes to lighten it up a little bit more. This is what it looked like after I finished my whole entire head, and I was just about ready to wash it out after 30 minutes. This was the results I achieved after leaving it on for 30 minutes. So at this point I have to apply one more layer because that just is not what I wanted. And here we have, this is what I was looking for. I need it to be really light because the color that I'm applying is a really light color.
Okay guys, so it took me 2 applications to get to the really bleach blonde that I was looking for on my shaved side, and as well to completely get the color all the way out of my hair so that it's all one even tone. So to put some life back into my hair after bleaching it and doing all of these things with chemicals, I'm going to do an intense protein treatment. So I'm just gonna add this into my hair, leave it on my hair under a plastic bag for about 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start to put the color into my hair.
This right here literally is the best feeling in the universe.
So now I'm just gonna towel dry my hair and then add in the hair color. This should be fine. So I'm just gonna squeeze it in and add it on. This looks like jelly. It smells so good though. This is my first time using the Kiss brand. I usually use Adore, but I said, hey, let me try something new. This color is so pretty. I'm excited. Just so you know guys, my hair is super soft right now because of that protein mask. Protein masks are my secret to keeping my hair somewhat healthy while I do all of this color change and bleaching to it. Y'all, so I'm gonna do another layer of this coloring and then I'll be back to show you what it looks like. And so I don't dye the lines of my design. I'm gonna put some Vaseline in where the slits are so it doesn't take right there. So I just rinsed it out. I kept it in for about 25 minutes. It said 15 minutes, but I gave it an extra 10. Let's see what it looks like. Ah, it's so pink. Yeah, I'm happy. So now I'm gonna add in my leave-in conditioner and my coconut oil, and I'm gonna finish dyeing my bundles and continue. This is a long process.
So I fold this bundle in half and then again in half, and I put bobby pins on each end of the hair so I can easily handle it. Next, I spray water onto the hair before I apply the color, comb in the water so it gets a little damp, and I start applying the color same as I did with my natural hair, just putting it in my hand and then rubbing it onto the hair. I made sure to separate the hair in half so I could really get in the middle. I didn't want any parts to be blonde. I wanted one seamless color of rose gold. That's it. So I really made sure to get right at the roots on every part of the track in order to achieve this. The next thing I needed to do was blow dry my hair, so I got real comfortable and started with that. I started off in sections, and then towards the end I didn't have to do sections anymore because this was the last part. So remember, when you're blow drying your hair, do sections because it helps a whole bunch. Next, I add the argan oil treatment to my hair before I start to straighten it, making sure I get every strand of my hair. Next process is to start straightening my hair. So I do small parts and go over each part of my hair as slowly as possible without causing too much damage to my hair because I want to get this straight. Straight. I then go over the surroundings of my hair, making sure those are as straight as possible because remember, it's going up in a ponytail and I don't want any curls at all. Then I go over the middle part of my hair with big chunks and let the fun begin. So to start this style, I cut my hair in half and then I comb up the back part of my hair using the wide tooth comb, my hands, and the tail comb, creating the ponytail where I want it to lay. I do not apply a tight ponytail initially, just very loose. Then I pull out my edges because you know you gotta have the swoop. I apply Murray's to the back of my hair because this part of my hair does not listen and I just had to tame it. So I put the Murray's, comb it down, then go over it with a brush. Next, I go over the center of my hair with the Got To Be spray, pressing it down with my hands, using the comb, going over it with spray, then going over it with a brush, and repeat. So really this process is just repetitive, but when you're going over this with your hands, make sure you're applying some type of pressure because you want to ensure that this lays super flat. And as you continue to go around, you're just inching your way all the way around your head, continuing this same exact process throughout. I then took out the scrunchie because it wasn't laying how I wanted it to lay, so I took out the scrunchie and reapplied some got2b spritz and combed it, brushed it. After which I went over the entire back part of my hair with a blow dryer, helping it dry a little bit quicker so I didn't have to be here forever. Then I moved on to the side of my head, doing the same thing, so it's really just repetitive, but making sure to go over it with the blow dryer to help this process speed up. I put it in a ponytail, not a tight ponytail, and then I smooth out the back wherever I see fit. Notice I have a mirror in front of me so I can see exactly what I'm doing in the back and in the front. Go over it with the blow dryer, making sure everything is dry. And then I do the front, etc., etc. This is boring, blah blah blah. Making sure not to get the parts that's gonna be edges, la la la. At this point, I apply where my ponytail is going to go in a very tight scrunchie and just go over any areas that are not extremely flat. This is very important for this hairstyle, that everything is flat and dry and where it is supposed to be. After I have my ponytail, it's time to lay these edges. So I go ahead and proceed with my edge booster, just swooping my edges the way that I want them to be. Wrap around my head like mommy the paper and spray some got2b so that it sticks. And just wrap, 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 tuck it under, and then I tie over a piece. Alright, so now that I'm all wrapped up, I'm just going to add this braided hair and create a braid. Braid it all the way down, tie it off with a rubber band, cut off any parts of the end or the side of the braid that do not belong, and rewrap the rubber band. Then fold this braid in half, test to see if it's going to be the length that I want. Then I use a headband to wrap around the top part of the ponytail because this creates the genie look. If you notice, I have wrapped around several rubber bands towards the end to make sure it's all the same width, because that's very important once you start sewing on your hair. And I put another scrunchie. So then I fold this 14 inches in half. Then I started sewing the hair onto the very end of the braid. It's really important to be careful when sewing on this hair because it will get tangled very easily, so just work very slow. And I have a mirror in front of me so I can see what I'm doing. Pull very tightly. As I work up the braid, I make sure to apply the tracks very close together. After I finish sewing everything on, I just straighten the hair. Next, I took a piece from the back and wrapped it around the top of the ponytail to create the genie look, and sprayed it down with some got2b glue so to make sure that it goes nowhere. After I got that done, I applied the gold string for decorations. And then it was time to be a bird because I finally got some hair.
Alright y'all, so this is the final look. I'm really happy with the way that the color came out and also the style. I hope you guys were able to follow along with me. If you like what you've seen in this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, to see more of the creative hairstyles that I come up with as time goes by. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and later y'all.
This video has been brought to you by DDNT Entertainment.